Mobile One.
Got a letter for Spanky. We'll just have to save that for her. Looks like it's from Brazil. Bit of a dry spell, but I got some mail too. Alright, no white powder, no explosions, so I think we're good. Says, hey Brian, thanks for your videos. I'm a long-time fan. I noticed last month's video titled How to Replace an AC Compressor Comprehensive Super Example. Your US General manifold gauges had a broken high side knob. I have the same manifold gauge set with the same issue. Fortunate for us, a user named cforest on Thingiverse designed and uploaded a 3D printable replacement knob for it. Are you serious? He actually printed 2 of them for me. Thank you. What a thoughtful thing to do. Check out thingiverse.com thing 185209, yeah, cforest. I printed a few for me and thought you might like them as well. These replacement knobs are not perfect and will round off if you turn them too hard, but they're better than nothing at all, Grant. So I know where Lehigh is. It's impressive what you can make with these 3D printers. I need to do something like that one of these days. So I'm in process of trying to get my building finished, built, done. I'm waiting on the city to hear back from them. I submitted plans, and the plans were in a format from General Steel Buildings that they didn't like. They were basically, imagine this is like the size of a sheet of plywood just about. I mean, like the great big building plans, and then folded just like that, every single page folded and put one on top of another on top of another. So the city rejected it. But anyway, I'm saving all my money. I feel like I'm broke, can't spend anything until I get the building done. And I was supposed to have it done 2 years ago, but ran into some issues with flooding. Anyway, this is thoughtful. This is awesome. Grant, you're the man. cforest, thank you for sharing and making these. And let's put them on. Stop yelling. Why do I need a building? People are always yelling, Mom! Or screaming, ah, give that back, take it away. Mostly just when, oh dude, that fits perfect. Mostly when I'm filming. I don't know how they know, they just know, you know? That actually works really well. And what makes this one strong? I'm liking these. They're pretty cool. That's so much better than what I had, which was nothing, or pliers, which makes it even worse. Man, cool people in this world. Thank you, thank you. Got a letter from Rob Merriweather. I think it's license plate, but I'm not sure. He's from Wisconsin. So it says, Brian, I've been sub to you since 2012. You're the Richie Cunningham, is that right? Uh-huh. Who's that?
Oh, it's a 80s TV character.
Right on. It says, you're the Richie, he's like the redhead from Happy Days or something.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Happy Days. So
I've been called that before. Everybody in New Jersey, when I lived in New Jersey, everybody was like, you're the guy from Happy Days. I've been subbed to you since 2012. You're the Richie Cunningham of YouTube Automotive Channels. I love your videos. Thanks, Rob Merriweather. That's Rob's Wrenches on YouTube. And we've got a Wisconsin plate from 2008. It doesn't get any more great. Cool, awesome, man. The good news, this is perfect, because the good news is I was going to do the license plates in a big mural in my new building. And the new building was supposed to have happened like 2 years ago, but I finally have my building permit, finally got the shipping documents sent, so it's like on rails to be fabricated. It goes into fabrication today, so we're actually moving forward with that. And take a look outside. Let me show you something. Check this out. I bought a forklift to help build the building with. And so I've got all the tires inflated for the most part. That one's like going flat as we speak. But I bought this project. You've seen the CAV fuel pump rebuild video that I did. And then I've got a fuel injector video where I took these out and tested them and got them good to go. I've been going through this thing, getting it restored. It sat for like 8 years and had Black Death. So I've cleaned out all the hydraulic fluid, all the diesel fuel, and got it towed in here just the other day. And once we get it running, then this will work. You can steer and you've got brakes without it running, you know, just running off the batteries. But until I get it running, I won't be able to have it look like it's had its V8 today. If you're older and you've seen the V8 commercials where everybody's not quite right, they like lean into one side. So we'll be getting that going. You can see the little pivot right there. That's so you can go on uneven ground and still have your load be level. But anyway, pretty exciting stuff. It's moving forward. I'm like in shock. I don't know what to think. I'm pretty excited, but I've been hitting it hard and I'm kind of tired too. So the way it works is that when you buy a steel building, for example, I'm going through General Steel. When you sign the papers, they don't tell you this, but your price is good on the steel for about 30 days, and that's it. After that, your price can go up. It's gone up once since I signed in January, so I had to pay an extra $500 because the steel price increases. Thanks, sales guy, for not telling me that. You pay a down payment on the building, and then you get your designs and your plans, and then once you have your plans, you approve those, and then send them in, and then you get charged the rest of the building. Usually you put about 20% down on the building, and then the rest of it's due on delivery, plus whatever you're gonna do. Like I'm having them provide the man doors, some openings, some extra little stuff, and some adaptation by putting it up on a 2-foot stem wall to help with the flooding. But anyway, it's moving forward, so it takes 6 to 8 weeks to fabricate, so we're looking about end of September, early October getting the building in. In the meantime, I'm working at getting the concrete finished so that I can get the building put on when it shows up. Exciting, nerve-wracking, but good. I did this intro going into the post office and apparently the camera wasn't on. There's something about vlogging or having a camera in public I think takes practice because my head's just not in it. I always think about somebody's watching me thinking I'm weird. Somebody's watching me thinking I'm weird. That's all I think when I'm doing that. This is from Matt, Bleepin' Jeep, out of Tennessee. I think it's a tool. Hey Brian, here's a new tool that I've come up with, hopefully one of many new physical products other than just t-shirts that I'm currently working on. If you can use it in the future, great. If not, no worries. I know I needed this one day while working on a transfer case on the shop table, and I couldn't for the life of me get a pipe wrench to stay on the yoke. So it's helpful for removing or installing any yokes and of course on and off the vehicle, but also super helpful on axles that require 250 foot-pounds of torque and the retaining nut to crush a crush sleeve. If you have any feedback, positive or negative, about the tool, the quality, modification, direction, don't hesitate to crush my heart with your criticism. Wink face. That's so funny. I appreciate it and look forward to meeting you soon. Matt. So we're actually going to be on the Eric the Car. Oh, see, dude, you just look at this and then you know. So this braces it and you can put a cheater pipe on it. Use like a jack handle. And then it's also got a square so that you can use a breaker bar or something. That's actually really cool. So you can either cheater pipe it from this side or you can breaker bar from there. So if you guys need or want one of these, you know who to get a hold of. It's Matt from bleepinjeep.com. The original Bleepin' Jeep trail repair. It's Pop Rock. I don't know why I thought that was condoms at first. Pop Rocks Tropical Punch Artificially Flavored Popping Candy. And then this one says, my other Jeep is a Jeep. That's awesome. I've been looking at getting a little XJ project or something. We'll have to see if we can do that. Oh, we haven't even looked at the shirt yet. My brain's off. I'm already satisfied. I was telling Spank, I didn't get a lot of sleep the other night. I had to do a talk and a video the same night. They both turned out good, but now I'm a zombie. The original Jeep was from World War II. It was like the old version of what a Hummer is. And when people got back from the war, there's all these surplus Jeeps and they missed them. They come home, they buy a house, they've got all these GI Bill stuff. And so a lot of guys wanted to buy a Jeep, and that's what they did. So the Jeep Patrol was original search and rescue stuff, and that's what they'd use. Is you got all these guys that are military, they got medical training, all this other kind of stuff. They got Jeeps, so they go out and look for plane wrecks and all that kind of stuff, and that's how that started out. So awesome, thanks Matt.
Look at the back.
The back's printed too. Oh my gosh, look at that. Periodic table of Jeep.
My sister's is one
Got
of
all
these.
these Kaisers. One of my Cub Scouts' name is Kaiser. I was telling him about Jeeps and stuff. I'll have to wear this shirt to Scouts one of these times and let them see it. Kaiser had them a long time. I remember the AMC years. I was around when a bunch of those were still on the road. I know it looks like I'm recklessly abandoning the Synchro, but that's only because I'm recklessly abandoning the Synchro. So the building's on the way. By way of other things on the horizon, I've got a transmission rebuild video that I did with Spanky, and that's going to be forthcoming here in short order. We've replaced the synchros, and we just go over a couple other little things like these random balls that fall out of nowhere on the Toyota Corolla. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the Eclipse tomorrow. Subscribing doesn't mean anything anymore unless you click the little bell next to it, so be sure to do that too, and it'll notify you when I post new videos.